Hi healthy family, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making a jollof pasta with a twist. Okay, so first thing to do is to boil your hot water, and when it comes to a boil, add your pasta. Okay, so when you add your pasta, just stir it up together and ensure that everything has entered the water, so you don't have some part that is strong and some other part that is properly cooked. So just ensure everything has entered the water, then you add your salt. Okay, ensure you add your salt when you put the water before you close it. Okay, allow this to come to a boil. You can tell it's already boiled when you touch the pasta, and you can clearly see that it's cooked, it's no longer strong. Now you strain that and keep that aside. In a clean dry pot, add your palm oil. See, this is what brings the twist. Okay, now afterwards allow this to heat up, then add your onions and garlic mix. Okay, and stir this up all together. Allow this to fry for a while so that it can release its own flavor to the oil, and afterwards you add your pepper mix. For this recipe I used only tatashe and shombo. There's no tomatoes or Scott bonnet pepper, but if you want that, please kindly add to it. Okay, so I stir this all up together to ensure that everything just mix up properly. Okay, just stir and ensure that everything adds up together. This is a point where you have to pay so much attention to your sauce, because at any point you allow this to fry for a long time, your tomatoes are going to get burnt and it might be looking funny. It might even affect the taste, so please be mindful and ensure you keep stirring. Okay, after it fries, add up your seasoning cube. For this recipe I used 2 seasoning cube, which is perfectly okay for it. You don't want to overspice your food. And afterwards you add your salt. For this recipe I use sea salt. Okay, but you can make use of any salt you have. Now after adding this, ensure you stir it up all together. Please turn this very well so you don't have some part that is tasting bland and the other part just taste too overly tasty. So take your time and stir and ensure that everything just incorporates together. After 2 minutes of frying, then we add our second twist to this spaghetti, and that is sardine. See, you never know how it tastes until you try it. I'm promising you that you're not going to regret this. Try making your pasta with sardine and you'll be shocked at how it's going to take the taste of your food from 0 to 100. Anyways, I have some leftover chicken in my fridge, so I just added it to it so that you can have some extra protein to it. Then you just stir this up together and allow the protein, that's the chicken and the fish, to just mix up with the sauce. Okay, at some point I eventually added water. I think I skipped that part, but I added water to this so that it can just bind up the whole sauce together and give the chicken some time to just suck up the juice from the sauce. Please note that the water I added to this sauce was not much. It was just very little, and the essence of that is just to bind up the sauce and also allow the protein soak up the juice from the sauce. Okay, so I allowed this to fry for a short while before I introduced my pasta. Also note that at this point you are to taste for salt and just ensure that every single thing is in order before adding your pasta. So when I added my pasta, I took my time to stir this up properly, because you don't want some parts looking white again and some other part not mixing up together. So I took my time to stir this up well, but when I started stirring, what I did was to reduce the heat of the stove, because I don't want the pasta to get burnt, because it's properly cooked already. And what I'm just trying to achieve at this point is for every single part of the pasta to mix up with the sauce. I had to turn down the heat to the lowest so that I can do this. Okay, so I stirred until everything incorporated together. Okay, someone mentioned to me that on this channel I keep saying now when I want to make some important points, and I decided that in this particular video I'm not going to say now. Let me know in the comment section if you ever heard me say now, because I made conscious effort not to say that a lot, so that I can prove to her that yes, I can actually stop saying that. I don't use now all the time. I just use that when I feel like I want to say something very important, and I would want you not to miss that. Anyways, this is the yummy looking pasta that we are able to achieve, and this took less than 30 minutes to cook. If you're yet to subscribe to our channel, I don't know why you don't want to be a part of this family yet, but please, I would appreciate if you can click the subscribe button, okay, and leave me a comment. Let me know you stopped by on the channel. Also, like this video if you find it very helpful and educative. Turn on your notification bell as well so that whenever I post on here, you'll be notified on the yummy meal I make. Just look at what somebody's daughter is enjoying. See, I would want you to try this recipe and get back to me and tell me what you feel about it. Okay, thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye.